Hey guys, what up? It's Goose TV here again today, and today I'm back with another Madden mobile video on my channel. Now today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about upcoming promos to this game. We are getting to the end of the draft promo here pretty soon. We'll have one more promo during this field pass, and after that we'll have probably like 1, 2, maybe 3 field passes for the rest of the year. So we're going to be starting to wind down. We're going to be talking about what promos we might be seeing over the next few months. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications so you never miss any of my videos. 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's try to get this video to 200 likes. Now I'll end up probably making another one of these videos, eventually in the next few months here as we wrap up the year, but we got a couple more months. Today's May 1st, we got May, June, and July, assuming that the game will be coming out early August like it usually does. I know last year they were trying to release Madden Mobile 21 a little bit earlier than the August date, but I think the August date is pretty fair to assume that's around when it's going to come out this year, but we will have to see. We're going to be talking about the promos that we might be seeing over the next few months. Now, after draft here, we really don't have a whole lot of holiday or NFL themed promos. We already had free agency, which is like the movers promo. Usually we have movers, but it was named free agency this year. We could potentially see like a second round of free agency. I think movers last year was kind of a little bit separate from a promo where they were able to do a couple other releases with it, and I think it was in the game for the rest of the year. So I don't think they're going to do that exactly with free agency, but we could definitely see a second round of free agency with some brand new masters, maybe a brand new map, some ideas. They could definitely bring it back. I think it was a decent-ish promo. Could have been better, kind of boring, but I think the master choices were pretty good, and I think they could definitely bring something like that back if enough players are going to move teams and get signed and everything like that. So that is an option in the next few months as well. But let's talk about real quick, we got one more promo in this field pass. Like I said, today is May 1st, and this field pass ends on May 14th, which means the 11th to the 13th, so the following week, not this upcoming week, but the following week is going to be the tournament that ends off the field pass, and it will be our last end of season tournament that we will have field pass wise, so that's something to note. Be ready for that. But we do have one more promo coming this field pass. It'll be coming out on Wednesday, I believe. So the draft promo is going to be ending at Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, which means, like I said, at 10:30 a.m. Eastern we'll be getting a brand new promo, which we have no idea what that is going to be yet, and that'll likely last until the 11th at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, so going kind of the whole week next week, well, half of the week pretty much. It'll be a little bit of a shorter promo, so it's probably going to be another one of the promos where we've had literally, play a couple events, get one master. It's not going to have all this extra stuff that draft did. In my opinion, draft, I think, has been the best promo of the year. I think it's been very good for math. A lot of people are able to get a lot of free stuff. If not the best, it is definitely in the top few promos we've had so far this year. But since it's a smaller promo, I wouldn't be expecting much. Maybe one master free to play. I think Cinco de Mayo was the 5th. I'm not exactly sure, and people have said maybe that's the promo we get. If anything, maybe we just get a master or something. I know last year we had a mini promo for it, which was kind of cool. I don't think we're going to have a full week-long promo for it, although that is the only kind of idea that I can come up with that I know 100% certain kind of falls within there. But other than that, we're not exactly sure. Now, once again, we're done with the draft. We're done with all of our regular content for the year based on either other than 4th of July, which we'll talk about, but other than like the NFL content and other holidays, we are completely done. So we're not going to have any promos that are going to be like part of those, part of that group of promos. We're gonna have to see some innovation and some different things, but that's what we see every single year. So I looked back and I looked at some of the promos that we had after the draft that were, I guess creative is the way to put it, just promos that were after the draft in the off-season, just off-season promos, I think is the best way to put it. We really didn't have too many, but one of the main reasons we didn't have too many is because we had a whole month of all decade. So obviously last year was the end of the decade in 2020, so they did an all decade promo and field pass, and then we had 4 different decade promos. There was like an all decade offense, all decade defense, all decade moments, and all decade postseason. And I think those were really good promos. I remember everybody really enjoyed them. With the offense and defense, we had some limited time players and packs some 99 overalls. They were really fun to be able to pull and open some packs up. That made the game actually really exciting. But that really helped because that took up almost a month of content. I would think each promo was a week long. They were all like pretty much exactly the same. But I think everybody really enjoyed the promos. But like I said, that took up a lot of time. So there weren't a whole lot of things other than that. After All Decade was the Versus promo. The Versus promo made its debut in Madden Overdrive, and it was the best promo of Madden Overdrive. I know a lot of people did not play, but for those that did play in the off-season Versus, they brought out 2 different versions of it, and it was the best promo of the year for sure. So they brought it back last year, and historically it's a good coin-making promo. I know a lot of the promos this year have been the exact same coin-making promo type thing, but it was very, very good for Versus. So I would honestly expect them to bring that back. They brought it back, like I said, last year, so I would expect to see Versus back again this year. And looking at it, most of the promos actually that we saw in the offseason last year were ones that we've seen before. Powerline, that used to be kind of a program in Madden Mobile 18. I believe we saw that promo in Overdrive and last year, so I would expect Powerline to maybe make some sort of return this year. I remember last year the promo was pretty good. I think that offseason promos last year were actually pretty solid. After Powerline was Madden Takeover. This was like the full new version of it was a new promo, and it was kind of like graffiti art, and it turned out really cool. I think the card art was some of the best we had. I don't remember playing the promo too much. I think I might have taken a break around then, but I remember the card art was super cool. Just an idea for a promo that they could maybe bring back. After Takeover, 4th of July came out, and as long as we're following the same kind of schedule this year, 4th of July is always set to be one of the bigger promos we'll have all year. It's one of those holiday promos, and it's always a good time. It's always a good promo, I think. I think they usually do pretty good with it. I would expect probably fireworks to be in the game again, similar to eggs and presents. They did have those last year for the first time. They weren't great, but they were still something fun to go for. I remember grinding for them. And then after that, we had 3 more promos that made a return, mainly from, I think, Madden Mobile 18, I think, had some of these. King of the Board. It's a chess theme promo, and it was stupid that we thought, but I think people enjoyed it. I think it was a pretty good promo. I think Madden Mobile 18 was when it made its first appearance, and it came back in Madden Mobile 20. Gridiron is back once again. It had to do a lot more with like offensive linemen, defensive linemen, kind of trenches type players almost. So Gridiron was an idea, and then the very last promo of the game was Madden Quest, which is another Quest for 3, same kind of thing. That was Quest for 3 in Madden Mobile 18, and then Madden Mobile 20 was Madden Quest, and it's like a arcade theme, like I don't know exactly, but video game style game. It's like a super old. It was a really cool idea. I think once again it was a good promo. I think the end of season promos last year were really good. Now, I would actually like to see a lot of these promos back, and I think we'll be able to. With the schedule that we're following this season, we're having almost a promo a month, so let me look at the calendar and see what we should be expecting really for the rest of the year. The next Field Pass should be dropping on May 14th, assuming that they are following the current schedule, and they're going to keep doing that, which means our first promo of the next Field Pass should be out on about May 20th. If I had to guess, maybe we'll be getting a new Field Pass after that on the 18th of June, which will bring us to probably the end of July, which means that'll probably be the last Field Pass. So after this, I would be expecting about 2 more Field Passes. Now, as of right now, we're getting pretty much 4 promos per Field Pass. I don't know. I think this one might have been only 3. I don't know. I can't count. But we had, then again, Draft was almost a 2-week long promo, so that kind of changes things up. But on average, I think we've had about anywhere from 3 to 4 promos per Field Pass. So if I were to guess, we would probably have anywhere from 7 to 8 more promos for the rest of the year. Maybe 1 more. So maybe like 9 promos for the rest of the year. So that would leave room for most of these to be able to come back. That would leave room for almost, like I said, most of them. 4th of July might be a little bit of a bigger one. Then after that, we're going to maybe see some of these ones come back. Other than that, we have no other ideas of what might be coming, but those are just some speculation things. Let me know which promos you'd like to see for the rest of the year, what promo you think is going to be coming out next week for the last promo of the Season 7 Field Pass. I'm excited to get into the off-season promos and see what this game has to offer. Hopefully they make things more exciting, and we also get some, information on Madden Mobile 22 actually pretty soon. Hopefully that'll be the case. Today's post notification shout out goes out to John Cianciosa. Be the first person to comment on a video for the next video's post notification shout out. But anyways guys, that is just about it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm Goose TV and I'm out. I will see you guys later.